guys, welcome back to the channel, Yorkshire Crafter, and today we have got some more Peter Rabbit. So to start off with, we're going to do issue number 11, and then we're going to move on and do issue 12. So let's get on to issue 11 first, and we have the pieces of fabric still in the bag. So let me just take the templates and things off because it is a character patch, because we need those. So in this issue we are going to do Miss Moppet. So it's one of the cats, so Miss Moppet. So let's have a look. So there she is. There's Miss Moppet. And in your pack you should have 4 pieces of fabric. So let's get those out. So we should have a light grey, so that's that one. Then baby blue. Then white, so a little bit of white. And then this is the fabric for the square itself, which is beige spot. So that is all the pieces of fabric that we are going to need. So we'll read through the additional items. So we need the template. This is template 1, and then on the other side is template 2. So we have those. The Bonder web from issue 9, yeah, I've got that in my box. Sticky tape and pencil, got that in my box. Scissors, iron and ironing board. Well, this is what I'm working on now, the ironing board. So scissors, your square for cutting out, dressmaker's pins, tracing paper and a pen. So, which I have got in my box. So let's get on to the instructions. So, backing with Bonder web and cutting out the shapes. Trace the shapes from template 1 at the back of the issue onto the Bonder web. Cutting out the pieces, leave a border of no more than 5mm. Iron the backed shapes onto the wrong side of the fabric. So it tells you which ones to put onto which, and then cut out each of the shapes. Double check your cut out pieces against the cutting guide. Trim your beige spot fabric to 220mm square. So that's what we have to do first. So let me get the tin with all my bits and pieces in. I sorted them out recently. Put that under there. We need my other box with my other bits and pieces in. That's what I use for my cutting square guide. So I've said previously I haven't cut any of the squares down. I'm waiting for the issue that says that, but that is one of the gifts. I don't currently need that, so we're looking for, I need those scissors. No, that's my tin. These are my big scissors that I got gifted from my husband, and I've just put a penguin, it's a key charm thing that I got from Legoland. We went to the little one in Manchester. So that's what I treated myself to while we were there. So like I said, I've been sorting out and now I can't find anything. There we are, there's the Bonder web I got there. I found it in the end. So let's get a pencil out because I need that. And the tape because we're going to need that. Put these to the side. All these bits and pieces, and then we have the Bonder web here. So put that to the side. So trace the shapes from template 1 onto the Bonder web. So we need to do these shapes from template 1. Move that round. So we'll get we'll get the big piece out first and see what shapes we can get onto here. So mainly put some tape on. A little bit on. Should we get it all lined up? Put that bit there. And this bit here. And then we draw around the shapes and then put the numbers on. So we have her face first, which is number 1. Just going to put the outlines for her eyes and draw her nose. There we go. And then these bits are where we need to stitch. So that's number 1. Number 2 is this foot here. It's absolutely scorching hot today in the UK. We have some really gorgeous weather this week, so I'm sorry if you can hear any outside noise, but I need the window open. It's absolutely scorchio today. Detail for the tail, and then we have this big piece here, and we also have another piece inside that's going to be cut out of the white fabric. So where that's going to be placed. So that's number 7, and in there is number 8. Just need to do the hands, and that one is 6. This one is 5, and then we need to move this so I can then get this number 8 here, because this is going to be the white strip that goes in between her dress. So that is all the pieces, and that's the strip there that I was just on about, that's going to go in her dress there. It's going to be ironed. So that is those pieces. So what I need to do now is I need to cut these pieces out, and then when we come back I shall put all the cut out pieces on the fabric ready to iron. So I'll be back in a little bit. Right guys, I'm back. I have got all the pieces cut out now. Just see there in the frame. So cut those out. Right, step 2, iron the backed shirts onto the wrong side of the fabric. So the light grey, we need the head, which is number 1. Then the paws, which are 2 and 3. Put that one that way, and then this one can tuck in there like that. Then the tail, number 4. Make sure they stay together. I wonder whether the paper have separated on that one. The feet, 5 and 6. Yep, the dress is going on the blue. Put that one up there like that. And then the white is the waistband. So I'll put that one on like that. Again, the Bondaweb are separated from the paper. I'm just making sure that those are together before I iron them. Yeah, still on that edge. Right, so just move these pieces down out of the way, and then I shall plug in the iron. So give me a second while I plug in the iron behind the monitor. There we go. That's plugged in now. So, going to move and do the grey first. That clicks off. There we go. To test the iron. If you guys can see, let me move the material up a little so you guys can see what I'm doing. So that's number 5 on. Then number 4. And then number 6. Then I'm going to put the feet on. This one. Then we have the head to do last. So that's the grey done. That's the grey. And then we're going to do the dress. Let's get the dress lined up. And then that is number 7. And then lastly we have this number 8, the dress trim, when it wants to stop curling up on there. Can iron it down. There we go. There we go. Right, so give me a second. Unplug the iron. Sit myself back down. So let's, sorry, put myself into position. Sorry guys. So that is now all the pieces cut, ironed even. So now what I need to do is I need to cut out the pieces. So I'll cut them out and I shall be back with you guys shortly. Right guys, I have done the cutting out now. So we need to get the patch. Let's just move these down a bit, make some room. I'm just gonna see if there's a little bit of heat still left in the iron. Get rid of that crease. No, I would have made it a bit better. Yeah, a little bit warm, but anyway, so we are on to the next steps. So piecing together the character. Place your main bonder web backed pieces on the traced out paper. Bit together. Right, peel away the backing from the light grey head, place neatly in position and place with a dry hot iron until the bonder web adheres to the fabric. So I need to plug the iron back in. Okay, put that back in, and then so try. We tried this before, didn't we? And it kind of worked. Yeah, I can actually see Tom Kitten through that, so I can place the pieces. So the head first. Got to peel off the paper, but I'm going to keep the head for this, so then I can put the pencil marks on the fabric and I know where I need to do the embroidery. Too hot. So that is the head in place, and then peel away the backing from the tail number 4. Sometimes with these characters it just says place the first one and then carry on with the rest, but sometimes it will give you a particular order, because like this tail needs to go underneath the dress. That's that one. Peel away the backing from the feet, 5 and 6. Oops. So number 5 is this side. Oh, my iron. And then number 6 is the other foot. Doesn't want to peel away. There we go. Now number 6 over this side. That one. Then attach the dress. There we go. Keep that there. There we go. That's the dress on. To help place the paws 2 and 3 and waistband correctly, position the tracing paper neatly over. Right, so let's have a look underneath here. So number 2 is on the left. we go. It's number 2, and it wants putting like in the crease like that. That's that one. Now the other side, number 3. There we go. And again, does that want to go in the crease? Yes, it does. So wants to line up with the dress. Does that one because it's got a bit of a flat edge. And then we want number 8 is the trim, the waistband for dress. I'm going to try and line this up. Right. Yep, because it goes round the curves. And make sure it's all stuck. So that's all the pieces, excuse me, stuck and ironed. So I'll just unplug the iron. Try and sit back down without falling off like I nearly did last time. And kept bumping you guys. Try not to do that again. Right. So this is what we have for the character patch so far. So let's have a look because we've ironed all the pieces. Let's look at the last step. So completing the applique. Done the white band. Reposition the tracing paper neatly over the applique and transfer the guidelines for the facial details onto the head. Transfer the strips and paws and feet. Right, yes. So we need to do some of the detailing work now. So we need to do the head, and then it says there's some for the feet and paws. Where did I put? It's underneath here. Proper. So yes, there is some for two and three. So 1, 2 and 3. So we need to do the drawing for the stitching. So position that back over, and I can do the pattern. This is all to be stitched. So that's that one, and then this one, again, that all to be stitched. And I want this way. All that grey is to be stitched. So let's see if it's going to be as simple as going over the lines. Hopefully it will transfer. Might have to turn it over. Yeah. So see if this will work. Has that worked? Yeah, that's worked. I just need to go back over it ever so lightly, just to make sure got all the pencil lines, and all that is stitched, and then I'll position the eyes to the mouth. That transferred? No, it hasn't. So turn it back over. Let's throw these in. Has it transferred now? Yes, it has. That's transferred quite well. So what I need to do now is go over these and then turn it over and then dry it onto the paw, hopefully. A couple of strips. Yeah. So let's go top. That's that one. And this last paw. Turn it over. See? So that is the detail all drawn on. Just, I think, yeah, just see the face details and then some of the fur for the arms. So that is that done. So let's, right, so that is the finish for this issue, because then it goes into the rest of the magazine. So that is what we've got so far for Miss Moppet. So we're going to go into the next issue, is doing the finishing off Miss Moppet and the next patchwork. Let's move her to the side and we'll get into this. Awesome. I didn't realise it was already up. Right, we've got some threads. We have got some pieces of fabric. So this is issue number 12, and we're going to do windmill sails square. So in your pack you will have yellow sprig, so that is that big piece there. Then meadow spot, it's that one there, and then blue floral, so that's that one there. So that's the fabrics for making the windmill square. Then templates C and D, which are in the back of the magazine, so we'll get those here. So this is the templates, so we've got C and D, so those are the two templates that we need. Then dressmaker's pins, scissors, pencil and ruler, needle and thread, iron and ironing board. So right, so the first step is to cut out the templates. Then, according to the instructions and what it says to follow, you then have to cut out all the triangles and things like that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to briefly go through the step by step. I'm then going to make the pinwheel, finish off Miss Moppet, and then at the end I will show you both the square and the patchwork patch finished, so then I'm not having to stop and start and do little bits and here and there, and it can be over an hour. It can be over an hour when I do these patchwork patches, so that's why I've decided to do it this way now. So just briefly go over the instructions. So the yellow fabric, as on here, we're going to need four of the templates C on the yellow fabric, then 4 of template D on the blue fabric, and then 4 again of template D of the green fabric. So I'm going to need to mark and cut those out. Then it says to draw the seam lines on for them all, lay it out what it should be, like the picture here, and then following step by step by step, we then make up the pinwheel, and then this is what it should look like at the end. So says joining the sails, lay out the blue floral triangles right side up, place a meadow spot triangle over the top as shown, so right sides are facing and edges meet neatly. Pin the pairs together and then backstitch along the seam line of each of the 4 edges, removing the pins as you go. So according to this, you're going to be stitching this edge here, so this, and this, and then you have to open out the patches and press the seam allowance over the blue floral fabric using a dry hot iron. Then adding the yellow sprig triangles, so when you've made the 2 smaller, you then attach it to the yellow. So then once you've attached it to the yellow, you can't see that because of the sunshine, when you've attached it to the yellow, then you should have 4 of these, and then you lay those out and then you fold it over, you stitch along the seam, the same again for this, you stitch along the seam, then you press them out with the hot iron, and then it's just a case of laying it out and then folding top over bottom, do the long seam, and then this is what you have the patch at the end. So that's what that's going to look like. But like I said, we then have the steps to finish off Miss Moppet. So yes, her fur is going to be the light brown. So the fur on her face. Then her eyes, you do the light brown for the middle, the green around the edge, and then more brown around the edge, and then to finish off the nose and the mouth, you can just see that there. And then like I say, the light brown is to do the fur on the face, the fur on the arm, then you've got to put some white thread in the eyes just to make them pop and make them glisten a little bit. Oh no, I missed out a step there. You've got to do the hands and the feet, you know, the creases, the shadowing in between the digits. And then you then move on to the outline. So you just do a simple running stitch all around the outside of the character, and then it goes into the flowers and the embroidery, but I don't do that step. I've chosen not to do that on mine because I just found it very tricky to do, and yeah, I might think of something later on down the line to put in those corners, some patches or like flower iron-on things or something like that. But so lastly, it just shows Miss Moppet finished. So like I said, there's just a running stitch all the way around the outside, and then there's some attaching stitches, so round the arms and then round the trim for the dress. So I have lots and lots and lots to be getting on with, guys. So I'm going to get on with the patch, the patchwork patch. Then I'm going to finish off Miss Moppet, get her embroidery and details and things like that. So the next clip you guys will see will be all of that complete, and then we should have another 2 patches. So I shall see you guys in the next clip. Hi guys, right, I have done the next 2 patches now. I have finished them off. So first we have Miss Moppet. So there is Miss Moppet all finished, and I just need to iron it now, but yeah, she's all finished, and I just did the detailing things around her head and a paws and the detailing of the fur. So that's Miss Moppet done. Then next we have Windmill Sails Square. So that is this one. So you guys will have seen me go through the instructions and how to do that patch, but yeah. But yeah, they're the next 2 patches. So I'm going to get this one uploaded, well, edited and uploaded for you guys to see tomorrow, because I've just finished recording it today, being Monday, nearly 7 o'clock on Monday. So yeah, I was just finishing off getting this last clip done. So like I said, I'm going to get this edited and uploaded, and yeah, ready for you guys to see. Excuse me, ready for you guys to see tomorrow. So yeah, look out for another video next week. I'll probably do the same again, do the character one recorded, and then the patchwork one I'll do that off camera. But just like I did this time, I'll go through the instructions and what needs to be done and the templates, and we'll go through it. But yeah, I've chosen to do that bit off camera now. So like I said, I hope you guys are enjoying these videos. My face is just become really, I don't know what's as soon as you turn the camera on. But anyway, I hope you guys are enjoying these videos, and remember guys, in a world where you can be anything, be kind. Bye guys.